Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughened him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
This police unit is trying to box him in, but instead he just crashes into the tree. And away he goes from, let me widen out. I don't know how far this will take him. Yeah, he's basically cornered. Wow, look at this. Off the road and onto the freeway. Oh my gosh, so he is on the freeway, going wrong side of the road here on the 91 freeway, going eastbound in the westbound lane. This car is smoking. I pray to God that the vehicles that are coming in his direction see this car coming at them and they're able to stop.
We need a good car chase again. I can tell you that. Good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Happy Friday to you. It is good to be here. Made it all the way to the end of the work week. I miss car chases. I really do. No surprises here, but Greeners, first in chat. Congratulations, my friend. I hesitate to think how long you sat there clicking the refresh button as I waited till the very last minute to put the live stream up. But thank you for your due diligence. Let's go that way. All right, run to A. There we go. Let's see. Unknown caller. Just wanted to point out today that is my first time to be on time for the program. Life is good. Unknown caller, congratulations. That is awesome. That is really good. If you missed the podcast last night, man, you missed out. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun there for sure. So luckily for you, it's available on replay. So you can go back and check it out. Oh, no, Edith. Hello from the emergency room. Severe allergic reaction to meds. Oh my goodness. Edith, well, you're in the right place if you're having an allergic reaction. That's for sure. Hopefully they get you treated quickly and everything goes back to normal. Those reactions are scary. I'm on my phone, so it's difficult to tag. Good morning to everyone coming in. Melissa, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope your phone battery lasts a long time today. Welcome. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for being there, rock and roll. It was great. I'm convinced Greeners uses a Raspberry Pi device to hit the refresh button for him, says Red Pen. You might be onto something there, Red. I was clicking refresh a lot, but I got frustrated and gave up. I'm going to live on IV meds to stop swelling. Oh, good. Those are the two important things. You're going to live. That's our first concern, and then they're taking care of the symptoms. So the bad jokes were flying. Oh, they were really bad. They were terrible. I'm nothing but persistent, Greeners. That's what we love. We can count on you. We can count on you for sure. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Plans for the weekend? Anybody? Do share if you've got something exciting or just, that you're excited for. That would be great. A Spaceman. Oh, no. Rest in peace. He's a singer, right? Musician? Why is that name so familiar to me? Drummer? Kiss. He's from Kiss. Okay. That's why it sounded so... Okay. He's in Kiss. All right. I never saw the band Kiss, but I did see Mini Kiss, which is a Kiss tribute band comprised entirely of little people. And they rock. I was the cameraman for that show. Whoa. Those guys can swing a guitar. It was a lot of fun. Mini Kiss rocked. Yeah. Let's see. We were just talking about Kiss, my first concert. Really? Do you still have the shirt? Imagine everyone has the shirt if they went to a Kiss concert. You can't go to a Kiss concert and not get the shirt, Red Pen. Hopefully you did. Lead guitarist from Kiss. It was Mini Kiss was some show. I will tell you, it's probably a spoiler alert, but most of their tracks were dubbed in, and they weren't it was more of a performance than a musical performance, if you get what I'm saying. So the way they jam so hard, it's really hard to keep their guitars in tune, and so it was good. It was fun. All right. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Anybody have any birthdays today? Red, I think we're good. Josh has probably alphabetized them or reverse alphabetized them. It depends on his mood. Ace designed the Kiss logo. His mom made this first shirt for their concert. Those are the good old days. Mom, we're gonna have our band's gonna have a concert. Can you make me a shirt? Sure. What's it called? Kiss. She's like, oh, weird name. Probably not gonna stick, but yeah, I'll do it, honey. Wow. All right, here we go. All right, we have a couple birthdays to celebrate. Ashley W., heavenly birthday. Mary, who's the mom of Legally Blonde. Hello, Mary. And Legally Blonde, welcome. Oh Snap Sharon, Sarah Sherwood, and Viva. All right, these are some great birthdays. These are good ones. We've got a late ad, Tinsley. Late ad of Tinsley. Josh, are you capable of, let's see, I might be able to do it. Copy, paste, and then copy. RST, it would be right here. We even put it in alphabetical order. Paste. This is my tech skills on display for y'all, with the comma, and send. Look at that. Look at this. I did it. And now we can't have any more late ads. Tinsley's on books. Josh already did it for you. No! All right. We're going to sing happy birthday to these wonderful people. Thank you, Josh. You're much faster at this than I am. You've had more practice, though, in my defense. We have wonderful birthdays to celebrate. Ashley W., which is a heavenly birthday. Mary, who's the mom of Legally Blonde. Oh Snap Sharon, Sarah Sherwood, Tinsley, and Viva. So everybody stand up, take a deep breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, and warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. I got a late update. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Ashley W., Hudson, Mary, Oh Snap Sharon, Rediker, Sarah Sherwood, and Viva. Happy birthday to you. Oh my goodness, there were 2 ads. Hudson caught me completely off guard. Ashley W., Hudson, Mary, who's the mom of Legally Blonde, Oh Snap Sharon, Rediker, I think that's spelled right, said right, Sarah Sherwood, and Viva. Happy birthday. I realize there are many wonderful days. Many wonderful days. Today is your special day. There are a million places you could have been and a million people you could have celebrated with.
Happy birthday. You look good.
But you chose to be here with us. The privilege, the pleasure, the honor, the joy is ours. Hopefully we can turn some of that joy back to you. Make your day a little more specialer. Begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlop's House, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. Oh no. Did I not get Tinsley in there? Does Tinsley get her own verse? Tinsley gets her own verse. Here we go. One more. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tinsley. Happy birthday to you. Tinsley, happy birthday to all who are celebrating, even those who got crammed into one verse or got the verse on their own. Either way, happy birthday. Free pancakes for all. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here to let me, good grief, Tinsley, way to mess us up. Tinsley, it's not your fault. Don't let them pin this on you. It's okay. Greeners, I can't click on that. Happy birthday. Drum solo to finish. Everyone grab your air drum sticks and help finish the song with the drums. Ayden style. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Happy birthday to everybody who's celebrating. Yeah, if only Schmoopy, if only there was like some sort of form or something where in ahead of time we could, collect the information and know before the birthday song started whose birthday was coming. If only someone could invent some sort of technology or device or method or something. Yeah. So if you guys know anybody, please do try to fill out the birthday form early and not the day of. That helps us a little bit with the song, and then I stress less. But I'm so glad we got Tinsley on there anyway. If you knew Tinsley, she's a diva, and getting her own verse is kind of appropriate according to her. Tinsley, that's great. Amanda, so glad we could sing to her. We'd just like to give people a hard time about the late ads, but we love them. We love them. We love squeezing everybody into the song. If I had to, I'd sing it. We'd replay the song. We want to celebrate people. But all right, y'all, a bunch of rule breakers, and here we are watching people go to court for breaking the rules. Speaking of, today is Friday, and we just had a verdict yesterday in the trial we were following. So that means Josh says we don't like late ads. You might be the only one. The mods don't. It's a lot of work for them, but I think it's funny. Sorry, mods. I do. I enjoy the jumping through hoops a lot. It's basically how I live my life, basically. When you're doing like a live event production or camera, the idea that screw it, we'll do it live, that idea that comes from a movie, and I paraphrase, it's basically the theme for a production. You make all these efforts to try to prepare and get it all set up and practice and everything, and then right as the light comes on and it's red and it's go time, and you have no chance to change anything, somebody changes something. And you're scrambling. From then on, you're just scrambling. And it's just like, just do your best. Wing it. Okay, camera one, go. And I've been at so many productions where like that, and they have been a blast. I'm exhausted at the end, but we've had some of the best content and just had fun doing it. So if you get the whole production team that's good at what they do, it works well. Like a need for a Logitech webcam. Yes. Finally entered the birthday in the form. Thank you, Luna. All right. Yeah, we only feel bad when it gets messed up. Amber, not pointing any fingers. Just for that, we are never stopping the birthday song. Okay, I have to bring this up. At some point, the birthday song cannot continue. I like to think that at some point we will have sung to everyone. I know everyone, when you do the DNA, they're like, there are 8 billion people in the world. No, I think we've sung to pretty much like 7.5 billion of them so far, having sung the birthday song for multiple years in a row now and celebrated everybody's birthday. They're going to paywall the birthday song. It'll be members only birthday song. That I don't know what we're going to do. But there's a point where I just... It will sadly go to the same place that Morning Roll Call went, which is a fond place in our hearts, but in our memories, but no longer in the regular rotation. New babies from now on only. New people are born every day. I don't know when that's going to be. We're going to keep doing it for as long as it seems feasible, but. All right. I do miss the morning roll call, Debbie. It's a lot of fun. But, all right. Sometimes I do it afterwards on it. I'll just do it for myself, watching the chat roll by when the live stream's off. January 1 seems like a good stopping point. Lindsay, you must be a December baby. Is that what I'm hearing? A general birthday song. If AI can, if the technology is there, all we need is AI. I would sing happy birthday, and then everyone who listens would get a custom feed that heard their name or their submitted name in their song. And so I would sing once, and it would sing forever. I love that technology. I love that. Wouldn't be the same, though. Wouldn't be the same as me mispronouncing your name on your birthday. So if there's no birthday song, I'm out of a job. No. You still have the lights and the sweeping and everything, and occasionally the naughty words. Let's go to court and watch a little bit of court. There isn't a ton to watch today, so what we are seeing, we should probably jump on right away. So let's start up here.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right,
Are
thank
we
you.
all
Welcome.
caught up?
No.
Is there,
Are you serious?
are we, Attorney Blakely's in with her client, Mr. Angot. Anyone else for Mr. Angot? We
Oh, no.
have no one else in custody, do we?
Hump day
And
lives
no
forever.
walk-ins.
Right.
As of right now, Mr. Angot, you may leave the Zoom. We'll call you if we need you.
You got it. Thank you.
Eggleston, you may leave the Zoom as well.
Thank
But
you.
you're always welcome to sit and observe as a member of the public. Now I'm going to call my informals.
That's
Thank
what
you
we're
so
doing.
much.
Okay, thanks.
Let's get
Calling
some
the case
informals.
number of SP 4597890. This is the state of Michigan versus Red Juan Ahmed. Your
Red.
appearance, please.
Red.
Yes, Honor.
Tell me your name.
My name is Redwan Ahmed.
Okay. This was the date and time set for your
No relation?
traffic ticket. It was set for 9:01. It's now 9:48. The officer has failed to appear. This ticket is dismissed without prejudice.
Oh.
Any objection?
Yeah,
It can be written again.
I object to being.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed, this ticket is disgusting. The manner in which you're driving in this court's jurisdiction in a construction zone is not acceptable. Now, the officer isn't here, so I'm going to dismiss the ticket, but to be driving 25 miles per hour and going 98 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone
What?
and in construction is bananas.
He did 3 speeds
You're
at once?
lucky you just got this ticket. You're lucky you didn't hurt yourself, kill a construction worker, or injure another driver. That is absurd. That is absurd. If you cannot handle the responsibility and be an adult
Oh, she
and
wants
follow the law
She wanted to throw
and
the
keep
book at him.
yourself safe, keep other drivers safe, and the construction workers safe, don't drive. Okay,
Yes.
we don't need people like this on the road.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. This
Okay,
is
we don't need it on the road. There's absolutely no excuse. No excuse. That is 2 miles under 100 miles an hour.
This is live, by the way.
It's almost criminal the way you're driving
criminal.
yourself in society. Okay? And then to think that you're going to come to court and contest the ticket and look for a break, which you did get. So I guess it worked out. But that just tells me you have failed to absorb, understand, and comprehend the egregiousness of your driving, number one, and that you deserve grace and courtesy for almost going 40 miles over the speed limit in a construction zone, that you don't want to take any accountability for your actions. Okay, now, you know what I mean? Like, some people drive like this and say, you know what? I deserve it. I'm going to take the L and I'm going to accept the consequences. But you came here, and I'm glad to give you a hearing. If the officer appeared, we would have had one. But sometimes when we act like this, there are consequences. Unfortunately, there's none for you today. I'm going to dismiss your ticket without prejudice, but you need to have a sit with yourself honestly and ask yourself why you find it necessary to drive in that manner in a construction zone. That's absurd.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm really sorry that it's never happened with me before, and that's the
Okay.
first time.
That's the
I-
first time you went 40 miles over the speed limit ever in your life from the time you've gotten your driver's license.
I never got any speeding ticket, my Honor.
I know you never got a speeding ticket, but I find it hard to believe that you've never exceeded the speed limit.
I never, Your Honor. That morning, I don't know what happened. I forgot to check my.
Okay, well, you're making matters worse for yourself. The ticket is dismissed. You may leave the Zoom. You need to really slow down. Okay, like you
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
drive like that in construction or ever,
Yes,
ever.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. You may leave the Zoom. Calling the next case, SP 4594910.
Wow.
This is the state of Michigan versus Barahani. Your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Bahar Farhani, and I'm here regarding my traffic citation from date September 8th.
Okay, this matter was set for 9:52.
The cop didn't
It's now
show up.
9:01. The officer has failed to appear, so this ticket
Bench
is
warrant.
dismissed without prejudice. Any objection?
No.
All right, drive in a safer manner, ma'am. Like, keep safe distance, okay? It's your responsibility to be in control of your vehicle at all times. Stop following people so closely. Make sure that you have enough space and time to stop.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You may leave the Zoom.
Thanks.
Every ticket this officer gave. Whew. Officer failed to appear. So 40 miles an hour over in a construction zone, going 98 in a 65, basically. Ouch. I'm sorry, Your Honor. It's never happened before. I don't know what. So you had the foot on the pedal. It was all you. Anyway, that was live. So a little bit of spice to get things started this morning. That was fun. Let's see if we've got another court we can pop in on to see what's up. Maybe Judge Simpson. Is he doing landlord-tenant stuff? Is doing final settlement. Let's see if we can do that.
Attorney just indicated that he was transported to hospice.
So, all right.
Lots
Regardless of that, he's not in our jail. He is someplace else, presumably under hospice care.
Right. As I mentioned, I think the other day off the record, that in the jail system, it shows him being present in the jail, but the jail says he's not physically present.
Right. And I think we determined that because it wasn't a release, it was a furlough.
Right.
So he's still a prisoner.
You can get furloughed from jail?
At the jail. Right. Or an inmate. All right. So what would you like me to do?
I reside in jail. I'm just not there right now.
So I'd ask.
After all of that.
I know.
Like after all of that.
It felt rude to interrupt.
That was
I
like
apologize.
an Easter.
I apologize.
All right.
We're not able to proceed. It's a 2023 case, Your Honor, so I don't see the point.
I move for dismissal.
All right. In absentia, I will grant that. That doesn't. People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed.
Wow, 3 dismissed cases in a row now.
I was talking about
No, it's okay. Good talk. Court does call the case of the People versus Safarius Steele.
Ashley Phelps for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Miss Steele. Your Honor, I do not believe Miss Steele is present.
Bench warrant.
This is Miss Pate's case, but I do not believe she has an explanation for a failure to appear.
Okay, so I need to sign off on this. I don't think because I'm going to.
This is going to be a casual court day, so I'm wearing a t-shirt. Hope you guys are as well, or something comfortable.
Let her go on explain. She did contact the clerk's office yesterday and said she was out of state.
Okay, did you hear all of that?
A little bit.
It really wasn't.
Taking it easy.
I guess she was transferred to Wayne County. Wayne County, on mistake, let her go.
Oops.
Instead of bringing her back here. She did contact our clerk's office to indicate, so she's aware of the date, to indicate that she was out of state.
Oh, she fled. She's gone.
Okay.
She's out of jurisdiction.
Well, I have no further information to add to that, Your Honor. But thank you for that information. Today's just an exchange.
You can thank Ann. I had no clue. All right. So I guess I won't issue a bench warrant because she at least contacted the court. She would have normally been in our facility. What I will do is I'll adjourn the jury final settlement conference to December 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection the 8th, 2025 at 8:30 in-person proceedings, and then allow you to get in contact with her and get her here. I'll need to sign off.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in
All
the
right.
PJ
Thank
Club
you.
today.
Thank you. Court does call the case. People versus Rodney Jones.
Rodney. His name sounds familiar. It's common, but
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Lucas on behalf of the defendant. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, Robert Killewell.
Your name, sir?
Oronde Jones, sorry.
Thank you. No, sir.
And Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed.
I would move to dismiss.
people unable to proceed.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the final settlement docket. I expect to hear a lot of the people unable to proceed.
Court calls the case of the people versus Aileen Wood.
Ashley Feltus, people.
Counting Simpson smiles. Hope we get a few more, but I like when he doesn't smile as well. So I'm sort of rooting for both ends of the spectrum as far as the mood goes. Lots of people in court. We'll see what's...
Yeah, good morning. Tom Pietrowski on behalf of Ms. Wood, who's standing in court to my right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name?
Aileen Wood.
All right. Yes. I need you to take your hand out of your pocket.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're set this morning for final settlement conference. At this time, the people are unable to proceed.
Move to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed on defendant's motion. That's without prejudice.
Thanks, sir.
I wonder
Thank you.
why they're not able to proceed. Is it they have don't have any willing witnesses, or they just don't have staff to prosecute this one?
Court calls the case people versus Kyle Lighton.
And yeah, people.
He's still appearing on behalf of and with Kyle Lighton, who's approaching.
Good morning.
With his hands out of his pockets, I might add.
Morning. Your name, sir?
Kyle Layton.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed.
Your Honor, we would move to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll apologize to Mr. Eastoke. His dismissal didn't take that long. I'm gonna write it down. It's right.
All these people might have pled
Court
guilty
does
earlier
call the
on,
case of the people versus Maya Hines.
but they chose to fight it to this point. And now the state's waving the white flag.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Hines.
I have two cases. Well,
1487 is not stopped here also.
deal with that case. But, all right. With regard to the case that's on the docket.
Your Honor, sorry. With regards to that case, Your Honor, people are unable to proceed.
All right.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, that case, that being 1487, that case is dismissed. That is without prejudice.
I don't think Ms. Hines stated her name. Can you state your name, Ms.
Maya Hines.
All right. I do have another case for Ms. Hines.
You know,
in which she has a warrant.
Ooh.
It's a case of retail fraud. You were set to appear before the magistrate, did not. A warrant was issued on that case. What I will do is this, that I'll arraign you on the warrant in the case. Ma'am, that case alleges that on or about January 7th, 2023, at the location of
in front of the Walmart.
Myers Shore, 3825, or the other one. At the location of 3825 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of retail fraud in the third degree. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you, you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a public defender case.
Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Hines will waive formal reading and stand mute to the charges.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea to that charge. I will set a pretrial in this matter for November 5th, 2025, 9 a.m., or as your invite indicates. With reference to bond in this case, I will cancel the bench warrant in this matter. I will then set a bond in this case, amount of $5,000. Personal recognizance of other standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
I'll also indicate you're not to possess or consume any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs at this time. You understand that? I will also indicate that at this time also you are not to enter any Meyer store in the state of Michigan. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. See you on the 5th. Court does call the case People versus Austin on.
And on behalf of people.
Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. On, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the court, sir.
Austin on.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That is without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Jalen Robbins.
And then on behalf of people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who is approaching. State your name, sir.
Jalen Robinson. All right. I have before me a plea form. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, Your Honor.
My understanding is the defendant is going to be pleading guilty to the as charged to domestic violence, the 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, at sentencing the defendant, there is an agreement that he will be sentenced under 7694A, the preferred program. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Correct, Your Honor.
Correct.
Oh, very good. May I have him sworn?
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth so be got. Lower your hand and state your name.
Jalen Robinson. All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of domestic violence. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. You understand that? Yes. All right. And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty? Yes, sir. And to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty. Guilty. Thank you. Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind? Yes. You signed an advice of rights form today, is that correct? Correct. Any question regarding any of those rights? No. Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form? Yes. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right? Yes. Are you on probation or parole? No. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead? No. Anybody threaten you or coerce you? No. You're doing this voluntarily? Yes. Of your own free will? Yes. And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense? Yes. On the date of July 11, 2022, at the location of 4820 Washtenaw, apartment B11, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, what did you do on that date involving a Giovanna DeMarco that makes you think that you're guilty? Just touched her when she didn't want to. Okay. Were you guys involved in a fight of some type or an argument? Argument. You were involved in an argument? Verbal argument. And you touched her in some fashion? Yes. And without her consent. Pardon? Yes, without her consent. Man.
Maybe approach for a minute. Not sure where this one's going. In some fashion. It sounds like it's a minimizing language. It sounds like an argument was not like, oh, I brushed against her elbow without her consent. Don't be touching people that aren't wanting. That's the simple rule. The way my mom taught it to us kids was we had to repeat, I think, like 400 times if we violated this rule. My free agency ends where somebody else's body begins. And if you like,
So you said
hold
you
your
touched
sister's
her,
hair,
and she didn't.
my
Where
free
did you
agency
touch
ends
her?
where someone else's body begins.
More so like the waist. All right.
And you didn't have her permission to do that?
No.
Okay. And you did that intentionally?
No.
What? That's the wrong answer.
You didn't touch her intentionally.
Hmm?
He's asking if you touched her intentionally, like it wasn't an accident. Like you touched her.
Like it wasn't an accident.
Like you touched her.
Like on purpose.
Like yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I'll ask the question again. Did you intentionally touch her when you said you touched her on the waist?
Okay. Yes.
You did? Okay. And that was without her consent, as we've established.
Correct.
And what is her relationship to you?
Right now?
Or my ex?
It's probably not good right now. But
She's
what was it
nothing
at
to
the
me
time?
now? That's wow.
I'll say dating. Dating. Yeah.
I'll say dating.
Yeah,
Why is
'cause
he
we wasn't,
smiling?
What was your relationship with her?
we wasn't boyfriend girlfriend, so I'll say dating. Intimate. I don't know.
Okay, that works. All right.
Why is he grinning
Sir,
from ear to
if I
ear?
accept your plea, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and your time of sentencing, that the court would no longer be bound by any sentence agreement or evaluation of your case. You understand that?
Yes.
And also you would not be permitted to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and have the court complied with the court ruling, would it be proper to accept his defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge.
Some of us have a sixth sense, Legally Blonde.
Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond in this matter with its conditions will be Thank you, sir. You can stop by probation on your way out the hallway. They'll be on your left.
Okay.
Love the
All right,
judge's
thank
shirt.
you. Court does call the case People versus Samira Takora.
Alexander on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pay on behalf of Ms. Takora, who I do not know or if she's present, Your Honor. I have had, oh, perfect, she's here. We talked on the phone. Ms. Takora, I apologize. Please state your name for the record. Samira Takora.
Thank you.
However, at this time, people are unable to.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
That went
People
from
being
being a
unable,
bench
unable
warrant
to
to
proceed this case is
dismissed.
dismissed. That's without prejudice. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the People versus Nicholas Stimmel.
For people.
And good morning, Your Honor, for the record.
Yep.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Rita Young, appearing on behalf of Mr. Nicholas Stemmel, who is present standing to my right. Sir, would you state your name for the judge?
Nicholas Stimmel.
Thank you. I thought since you hadn't been here in so long, Michelle, you just forgot where to stand.
Kind of.
It is good seeing you.
Likewise, Your Honor.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of assault and/or assault and battery, the 93-day offense. On his successful plea that's pleading as charged, there is an agreement as to sentencing that a prosecutor's deferred sentence with probation would be the sentencing case.
That is completely correct presentation of our agreement.
And Your Honor, it's my understanding that if successfully complete probation, the case will be dismissed.
That's right.
As part of the prosecutor's defer. That's correct. All right. May I have him sworn?
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Lower your hand and state your name.
Nicholas Stimmel.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Two things about it. I have to make sure that you understand it. First of all, means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Still, basis for the no contest plea?
Civil liability, possible.
All right. Still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty or pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And well, I won't ask the last question. The court has been provided Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 24-16014. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
None from the people.
None from the defense, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, after I accept your plea in between the time of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would any sentence evaluation or recommendation to the court would no longer be bound by. You understand that?
I understand that, Your Honor.
And you also understand that you would not at that time also be allowed to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None, Your Honor.
None, Your Honor. And it sounds like the court's not amenable to immediate sentencing.
I wasn't asked, but
okay.
by being asked, no. All right.
Yes, sir.
You just don't want to come back here, do you? You're just trying to make it like a one-stop. I couldn't do that in any event because of the nature of the charge, and it's a victim's rights case, so I'd have to have him evaluated on that. But have I complied with the court rule?
You have, Your Honor, as usual.
Yeah, right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. or
Judge,
light indicates. That's why we don't let her come back. Go ahead. What?
I'm so sorry. I have a jury trial scheduled to start in Wayne County on November 10th, and it's a CSC case, so it's going to run through the 12th, I'm sure. So I'd ask for a different sentencing date, please.
You know, I almost want to say no.
Can I zoom in for sentencing?
No.
Okay.
No. We're going to make you come here.
Very well.
Can we? The 10th?
10th is when the jury trial starts. December 10th, you said? Oh, that's great. Perfect.
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor. Perfect.
Sentencing will be December. Actually, the 12th was perfect too, but you just messed that up. December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Take care. Court calls the case of the people versus James Baltes.
Ayden on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Baltas. State your name for the record, sir.
James Lee Baltus.
Thank you.
At this time, you are unable to proceed.
Move to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That is without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court does call the case, People versus Jason Eckel.
Ready.
The people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Goldman, PA 1222, appearing on behalf of alongside defendant Jason Michael Eckel, present in the courtroom this morning. Mr. Eckel, would you please state your full name for the record?
Jason Michael Eckel. All right. The plea form that the court has in front of it is that the defendant is going to plead to an added count 2 of operating while visibly impaired to second offense. The 1-year offense. Upon the successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. Defendant is also agreeing to enter and participate in sobriety court. Is there a particular sobriety court that he's going to be entering, or?
I'm not sure that he's been screened yet, Your Honor. Counsel and I had the chance to discuss this morning, and he let me know his client's interest in sobriety court. And given some of the facts and background here, I think that's a really good option.
Got it.
So I don't know that he's been screened.
Screened as okay, but he does agree to do that. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. And he is a resident of Ypsilanti. And so
you're not, right?
I'm not, no, Your Honor.
I could tell by the way you said Ypsilanti, but go ahead.
So we are open to a sobriety court that has room for admission. I do believe that he would qualify as a resident of Washtenaw County, and otherwise we anticipate it to be a successful screening for admission.
Okay, and I mean 14A has a.
Yeah, I think that would be a good place to start is 14A.
Yeah,
we're open to one that has room for us.
And that's the court's full understanding of the agreement. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Accurate, Your Honor.
All right. May I have him sworn?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Lower your hand and say your name.
Jason Eckel. Say that again.
Jason Eckel.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired second offense. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 5 days to 1 year in jail, up to $1,000 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. The court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Correct.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty of those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
Besides my wife, no.
What?
All right.
What did she threaten you with?
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes.
Of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
All right. On September 4th, 2024, at the location of 3900 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, remember the questions we went through?
Yes. Yes.
Prior to operating that motor
should be an
vehicle,
easy
you consumed intoxicating liquor.
Yes.
What do you have and how much?
Mike's Hard Lemonade, about 3/4 of a tall boy.
Okay. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
Your Honor, there was a welfare check was conducted. Officers responded by way of a dispatch for welfare. Mr. Eckel came into contact with officers in the parking lot of a Lowe's retailer in light of the welfare check response.
Got it. Okay.
No accident involved, Your Honor.
Okay. And ultimately, were you arrested?
Yes.
And were you taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
It's an intoxilizer case, Your Honor.
All right. And were the results of that intoxilizer 0.09 and 0.10?
Yes.
Do you have any reason to dispute those results? Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes.
All right. And had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about December 6, 2021 in the 1483 District Court?
Yes.
All right. Sir, if I accept your plea, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation. The court would no longer be bound by that. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also understand that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None, Your Honor.
All right. And has the court complied with the court rule? And would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
The people are satisfied.
Just barely over the
Satisfied, Your
limit.
Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed.
Add another 0. Or I think. No, that was right.
Defendant
I think that
is
was right.
referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be here on November. I'll set it for November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue with its conditions. What I'm going to suggest to the counsel is to go down to probation at this point in time, indicate his interest in sobriety court, and see. There are 2 probation officers working down there at this point, my probation, as well as the sobriety court probation person. So let them know that and let them direct you as to how he should proceed.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Eric Buckner.
Alexander, we have 2 people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Buckner, excuse me, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Eric Buckner. How you doing today, sir?
Thank you. I have a plea form indicates the defendant is going to plead to domestic violence second offense, the 1-year offense as charged, and that upon his plea, the prosecutor will recommend defendant's pending domestic violence case in the 1482 District Court will be dismissed with a nod.
That is the complete understanding of that agreement, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. May I have him sworn?
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay.
Yes.
Lower your hand, state your name.
Eric Buckner.
Sir, it is this court's understanding. Excuse me one moment. This is court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of domestic violence second offense. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Look at paragraph 5. It's on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes.
Of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
On the date of May 2nd, 2025, at the location of 3000 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, what did you do to Tamika King that makes you think that you're guilty?
We ended up getting into a physical altercation.
So, okay, so you were in an argument,
yeah.
And what did you do with reference to that physical altercation?
It got physical.
Pardon?
Me and her, it got physical.
Okay. What did you do?
I put my hands on her. That's basically what you're saying, sir.
Okay. And you didn't have her permission to do that?
No, sir.
All right. And you weren't acting in self-defense at the time?
No.
All right. And you did that intentionally, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And who is she to you?
My ex.
My ex is my ex-wife.
At the time, was it your ex-wife?
No.
Okay, at the time it was your spouse.
Yes.
All right.
But she fixed that.
Had you previously been convicted of the same type of an offense on or about, I don't have it here.
I'm going to jump from this one. We're going to go back to the other court we were just in. Give me just a second.
This case applies to both of you as well. So if you could please listen, I would appreciate it. Okay, I'm calling the case of SP 4593896 and
we've got another
SP 4593896A.
coming up in a minute.
This is the state of Michigan versus Sadikar Rahman. Your appearances, please. When I say that, that means tell me your first name. We always start with the trooper and then the defendant driver. Proceed.
Trooper Dominic Melissa.
Okay. And defendant driver, your name?
Sadiq Rahman.
Okay. This is the date and time set for the informal hearing that you requested on your 2 tickets. Okay. So anyone appearing before the court today for an informal hearing upon the case being called has to make a choice. You can A, admit responsibility. That goes to me to assess fines and costs. 99% of the time, no one picks that. The second one is you admit responsibility with explanation. That's where you're admitting that you did what the traffic ticket says you did, but here's why. And you provide an explanation for the benefit of the trooper.
But the next option is even more
what was
fun.
going on that day that caused you to meet him on the side of the road. You should accept responsibility. Okay. So we don't admit responsibility and then argue with the trooper. That's not the choice to take. Okay. You should, in your explanation, to say what was going on that day, what you've learned as a result of this experience, what kind of driver you are, and any changes you've made to your driving habits. That's the choice that you pick if you want the officer to, quote, give you a break or give you a courtesy. Okay, I have to tell you, if you got one on the side of the road, it'll be difficult to get another one today in the courtroom. Okay, giving a break means less fines and costs and or less points with the Secretary of State. No matter how much I like your explanation or like you or you appeal to my emotions, I absolutely, as the magistrate, have absolutely zero power to amend the ticket. The only way to get a break is if, upon hearing your explanation, the trooper is inclined to do so. So know if you admit responsibility with explanation, you may exit the hearing with the ticket as written. If you admit responsibility or admit responsibility with explanation, you do not have a right of appeal. Your party admission is binding upon you. You may file a motion to try to set aside your party admission. You will have to post a bond. There's no guarantee that the motion will be granted. Next, the third choice is you deny responsibility. That's where you're saying to the court and to the trooper, you didn't do what the ticket says you did. At that point, I swear on the witnesses, I take testimony from either side. We hear from the trooper, we hear from the driver, we hear from the trooper. If I find that the trooper has shown by just a preponderance of the evidence, that's just a teeny bit more than what you've offered in your testimony and evidence, I must find you responsible. Going with an informal hearing is an all or nothing proposition. You will either leave the hearing with the ticket exactly as written, or you will leave the hearing with no ticket at all. Okay, at the end of the informal hearing, if either side is dissatisfied or unhappy with my ruling, you may file an appeal and have a new hearing with the trial judge. By proceeding today with an informal hearing, you give up your right to have this matter heard by a trial judge, have this to be represented by an attorney, you're representing yourself, and or to have this matter determined by a jury, trial judge or jury. Having heard all that, defendant driver, you get to make the choice on each ticket. So
Judge, we know the rules. Let us play.
Basic speed law. What is your choice on that ticket, sir?
Admit responsibility with an explanation.
Okay, and what would you like the officer to hear about you?
I told the officer earlier, like, when I was pulled over, I'm a rideshare driver, and after working 8 to 10 hour shift, I was taking things slow, and it was like around midnight or late midnight, so there was not much traffic. And when the officer pulled me over, I was around, according to the officer, I was about 51 on 50, 55 minimum, and that's why
He was
I
driving
told the
too
officer
slowly.
that I was on my way home and I was taking things easy.
Okay, and have you learned why it's unsafe to drive too slow on the freeway?
You need to drive
Yeah,
faster,
I can be
sir.
hit from the driver behind me if I'm going too slow.
Okay. Officer, having heard that explanation and that admission, is there anything you would like the court to consider on behalf of this driver?
Your Honor, I would be okay with reducing this down to impeding traffic.
Okay, so he's doing you the greatest break that anyone can get in traffic court is he's changing this from a moving violation to a non-moving violation of double parking. Do you have an objection to that?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Okay, do you admit responsibility to impeding traffic? Yes. Do you admit
Yes.
responsibility? Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's just a parking ticket. There's no points with that, and it does not abstract with the Secretary of State. So honestly, that's the biggest break in the world. That's like the best you could do. Okay. That's $175. How long do you need to pay, sir?
I'll need like a couple of more weeks. If it's okay.
14 days or 21? What's your pleasure?
21, please.
Okay, the court will give you 21 days to pay. You can pay online, in person. You can come to the court. We're always glad to have you. Or you could mail us a check or money order.
Okay, so $175
on your 896A case, fail
for
to
going
signal. That means
4 miles an hour under the speed limit.
changing, not using your blinker when you're changing lanes. What's your choice on that, sir?
Admit with responsibility.
Okay, why didn't you use your blinker and what have you learned?
I had no time to react when the officer was right behind me, and I thought, he's just gonna get by, but that's why I moved over to the next lane.
Okay, and what's the law?
I should put my signal on.
Okay, and have you started getting into the habit of doing that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, is there anything you, Trooper, is there anything you would like the court to consider on behalf of this driver on the A ticket?
It seems that Mr. Rockman has learned his lesson and will continue to use his turn signal in the future, so I'd be okay with dismissing that citation.
Okay, this is the greatest. I mean, this is so generous.
This is now
He's
the
making a
greatest thing
motion
that could
to
happen.
dismiss. Any objection?
No, ma'am.
I think you should thank him.
Thank you, officer.
I think you should send him
Okay,
flowers
he doesn't
and
have
cookies.
to do that, and he just gave you two of the greatest breaks. That's
Look,
very generous. I
Even when he
appreciate
pulled me over, he was nice. He wasn't aggressive, and he was really nice.
We love you, Trooper
well,
Melissa.
Thank you. I appreciate your kindness, Trooper. Thank you, sir.
I think you
concludes
should
your
blow him
hearing.
a kiss.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then
Have a good
say,
day.
I'm a little
Good to see
teapot. What is she?
Okay, 10:01. 10:01.
10:01. We got him. Where's the next one?
Okay, I just saw the person that we're waiting for Mr. Angot. Is he available? Okay, so he was here and then he's gone again. Okay, Trooper, do you have anything further?
No, I believe that was the only one. I was just going to ask if you had
Okay.
anything further for me.
No, I don't think so, but I'm going to make a note to the traffic clerk that Dominic is your first name, so it needs to come in the other. Everyone else, it's Hinson. That's a last name, right?
Yep.
Is it Kyle?
Cleo.
See, it gives the last name and then the first three.
Yeah, I see that on my paper as well.
Okay, well, I'm going to see if we can correct that for you, sir.
All right. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you. Stay safe on the road.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Miss Blakeney, do you have anyone else available before I go and call my informals?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so what time we're waiting to hear from Mr. Angot, and I saw that gentleman, the co-defendant, appear, and now he's gone again.
Come back,
He
dude.
came back again?
He did. Yeah, I saw him again.
Like a glutton for punishment.
Wait, make sure no one's in a breakout room.
I don't.
No one's in a breakout room. Okay. As soon as he comes on, we'll be able to handle him.
Okay.
Okay. 10:01 traffic, 10:01.
I bet we're missing an officer.
Calling the case number of SP 4585470. This is the state of Michigan versus Brady Patrick Nickel. Unmute yourself and start your video, please.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a Halo round.
Your name, please.
Brady Nickel.
Okay. What time is it?
I think he's playing Halo right now, or Counter-Strike.
This matter was set for 10:01. It is now 10:21. The defendant is appeared. The officer has failed to appear.
Lucky.
His ticket is dismissed without prejudice, which means it can be brought again. Any objection?
Unlucky.
No.
Okay. But before you leave, Mr.
He's playing the game. He is playing the game.
Let's see. You were going 87, according to the face of the ticket, 86, 87, in a construction zone.
Ooh, another one.
With a posted speed limit of 60 miles per hour.
Yes, ma'am.
And your ticket
47
should have been written for going
27.
87 in a 60. And it appears that the officer gave you a break on the side of the road and wrote you up for 65 in a 60.
Yes, ma'am. Can I explain?
No, you cannot drive like this. Okay. And you got a break on the road, and now you're getting another break today because the officer didn't appear, and I have to dismiss it because this was the date and time. You look to be a very young driver, and that is crazy, disgusting driving behavior if it is true. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And the fact that you've got a break on the side of the road rather, and then you thought that you should have an informal hearing. Did you think that you should get 2 breaks for driving like that?
Well, there was a side of my story. That's why I was asking to explain it. Can I just explain it real quick?
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So I was driving to Ann Arbor with my friends, and I live in Michigan, like in St. Clair Shores, right? So it's like about an hour and 30-minute drive for me. And so it's me and like 4 other of my friends in the car. We're all just having a good time. And I'm focusing on the road, right?
Right.
So we just get into this construction zone. I've never drove on this part of the freeway yet. So I'm going my normal speed just on the freeway. I was behind someone actually for like a little bit, and then the trooper saw me, and I guess he saw me as the only one going fast at the time because that dude got over. And so then he pulls me over and he's like, "So why are you going so fast in a construction zone?" And I told him I wasn't from there and everything. It was my first time driving over there, and so that's why he gave me the break.
Okay, but instead of saying thank you and like just accepting responsibility, you thought you should get another break and have a hearing today. And you just said, like, I didn't know it was 60. I thought it was 70. And he has you going, he or she, I'm not sure who it is, had you going 87, which does not equal 70.
That's 20.
So you need to slow down.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
you're talking
I
about
completely understand.
having a good time in the car. That can end very quickly.
Yeah, I
At
understand.
times, okay, and there are construction workers who are, earning a living, improving the roads, and you're driving and you're oblivious.
I understand it myself because I
Okay.
was a carpenter. Yeah.
Okay, so
Carpenter on the
we better not
on the
meet
freeway.
again.
We will
Okay?
not. I promise.
All right, thank you. You may leave the Zoom.
All right. Thank you.
I understand because I was a carpenter. I don't know. Do any carpenters work on the freeway?
He was here again. Okay,
Judge has
calling the
hope
case
diamond on her
of
finger.
SP 4577927 and 77927A. This is the state of Michigan versus D'Angelo Omar Watson. Please unmute yourself and start your video. Your name, please.
D'Angelo Watson.
Say it again slowly.
D'Angelo Watson.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Okay, so this is the date and time set for the informal hearing. It was set for 10:01. It's now 10:26. The officer has failed to appear. So both tickets are dismissed without prejudice. Any objection?
No.
Okay, so before you leave, I want to review. You should be wearing your seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nuh-uh. Yes. Say yes when we're in court, please.
Yes.
You understand you have to wear your seatbelt?
Yes.
Okay, now what's this? You were going 90 and a 70. And also the radar shows that you were clocked at 98, 99, 100, and 100.
Whoa.
I can't imagine that you think that that's safe and a reasonable way to be driving.
No, it's not.
You know what? If you can't handle the responsibility of driving, then you shouldn't drive. Okay, because driving like this on a freeway kills people, injures people. Nothing good. Nothing good comes from that. Okay, and you're really not that important and in society to conduct yourself and drive yourself like this. And I have to dismiss it.
You, sir, are
because
nobody.
The officer wasn't here. That does not mean that the court agrees that you should drive like this. That's not an endorsement of irresponsible, crazy driving. It should never, ever get to be triple digits on I-75 or 696. That's insane. Do you understand why it's so bad to drive like that? Does that register with you?
Yeah, can I explain,
Yes.
Judge?
Okay.
My friend.
Nobody wants to see you hurt. Nobody wants you to have a criminal charge for, that you injured or killed somebody. Okay, so you got a break on the side of the road. He wrote you up for way less, and now you're getting a break today. I don't know if your driving really warrants 2 breaks. So I really think you need to sit long and hard and think about how you drive. Okay?
Okay.
You may leave the Zoom.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Can you imagine getting a ticket for going over 100 or 100 miles an hour on the freeway, and the officer not showing up to court, and you're like, well, I guess I'm done. Hopefully they refile. I mean, I really do hope they refile some of those, because that's just not a behavior you can endorse. Okay, so she's on break now. Let's see if we've got anybody else that we can jump to. Judge Boyd is live. Let's see where's she at. There she is. Nope, she just went. Did she just barely? She might be back in just a second. Judge Simpson's still doing his thing.
She did not appear this morning, but parents of both parties did. But at this time, I can't represent that I could go to trial. So I'm going to say at this time, I'm unable to proceed. There is a very good chance the case may end up being reauthorized, but at this time, I cannot represent that I can proceed.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
This time, people being unable to proceed at this time. This case is dismissed. That's without prejudice.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we ready on anything else, or?
Ready, Mr. Naletta.
And Mr. Hop, I think we're ready.
I just have to run back on Mr. Hop and get signatures and stuff, so I need a few minutes on that.
Okay, you're in custody, you mean?
Yeah.
All right,
So I'll go do that now.
okay. Is your client in custody or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll wait, or we can I don't know how many people we've got back there.
That would be quick.
Which one?
It's Bernstein's client.
Okay, let's get him out then, and then you can go back. I just didn't want them jammed up back there. I didn't have a lot of folks.
With some of these kids getting those speeding tickets, you almost expect them to say, Your Honor, can I explain? My friend had told me that his car was faster than mine, and I had to prove to him that it wasn't. You expect that mentality out of them.
What is? That's probably likely going to be studying paperwork.
Yes, sir.
They can recharge those. Yeah, they can refile all those. Tell the officer to get here, and they could still face the ticket.
True. Okay. Don't go. No, that's not. I don't do a lot of things.
Just notice you guys at the table.
That's ours.
I'm not going to take your table. I'm just admiring the table, suggesting we get a table.
Sorry.
I don't know how it came out. That was going to steal your table. I'm going to steal the table. Roll out IKEA, get out a table.
Court does call the case of the people versus Gary Nalepka.
I should call this for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Nalepka.
With and on behalf, at least he's here.
Your name, sir?
Gary Nalepka.
Thank you.
Your Honor, was it this morning for final settlement conference and consent people are not going to be proceeding to trial.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
Everything gets.
Case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. Thank you.
My son's going to a birthday party, and he's giving the.
I have that one, and then
kid
what's
one
the
of
other
those
one?
string
The next
sugars.
one is Miss Londi, I believe, Miss Pate Burke.
They're so much fun.
It's paid what?
I believe Miss Pate Von Burke.
I have an idea.
Do we know what we're doing on Burke?
I need to talk to Miss Pate. I have an
Got it.
idea. I think that might be.
So while Ms. Perroney's getting that paperwork signed,
I'll go talk to Miss Pate.
it's paid, and then the court's gonna stand in recess and
Reach out.
they're ready. All right?
Thank you. All right.
All right. As they go to recess, Judge Boyd is still in recess. We'll keep an eye on her to see if she comes back. We do have. We can go back to.
Was unable to get back in or find the leave button. I don't know if you can bring him in.
I closed all the rooms, so he should be able to.
Oh, it's okay, good.
Right. Okay.
There's our guy.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna call your case, sir. Calling the case number of 25R01608. This is the City of Royal Oak versus William Stanley Huey. Your appearances, please.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. John Angott appearing on behalf of William Stanley Huey. Mr. Huey, would you state your name for the record, please?
William Stanley Huey.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. I did speak with Mr. Huey regarding the charge against him, that being one count of assault and battery, that being a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in the Oakland County Jail and up to $500 in fines plus costs. We talked about the fact that if there is a conviction in the future, he could be put on probation as well. And we talked about his constitutional trial rights. I believe he understands everything that we spoke about. Based upon that, Judge, I would ask the court to waive formal reading and stand my client mute.
Okay. The court will waive the formal reading based upon your statements. Defendant stands mute. A not guilty plea shall enter on his behalf. Is the Helen Street a good address for you, sir?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a phone? I don't have a phone number for this gentleman.
My phone number is
867-5309. That's 867-5309.
You're welcome.
And is assigned counsel requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know if he qualifies, or do we need an application filled out for him?
Judge, I believe he qualifies. I'm satisfied after my discussion with him that he does qualify based upon the standard.
Okay, thank you.
Wow, the
Counsel shall
attorney.
be assigned for this gentleman.
Yeah, the prosecutor.
And what do you have to say about bond and bond conditions?
Judge, as you may know, just from your understanding of this case, my client was actually working when these allegations occurred. He's a roofer.
Right.
And so that job is finished, meaning
So he knows all
he's
about
not going to be
speeding.
anywhere near the area where these allegations started, and they're not going back there, so he should have no problem having any contact or no contact with the complainant in this matter. He doesn't know that person anyway. Judge, I would ask the court, based in it, I get it's a crime of violence. Certainly, there's a
got in a fight with
protection
a random
aspect as
person?
to bond, but he did present himself to the court. I believe that he intends to show up each and every time. We talked about a personal bond, the nature of that being his promise to return, but there is money involved, and if in fact he fails that promise and fails to return in the future. So that being said, Judge, I think he's a good candidate for a personal bond, and let him defend himself going forward.
Okay, the court is setting a $10,000 personal bond with conditions. Sir, you must personally appear, whether that be by Zoom like you're appearing right now, or in person as ordered by the court for any and all court events in this case. So if with this case number and your name on it, if there is an event, you have to be there. That includes any further pre-trials, any exams, any other arraignments, trial and sentencing. You have to abide by any judgment entered in this case. You shall surrender to serve any sentence imposed. You shall not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You shall not commit any crime while you're out on pretrial release. You shall immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address from Helen Street or the telephone number ending in 9637. You are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other illegal controlled substance. You shall not assault, harass, beat, wound, or threaten Robert Banaszewski. You shall not have any contact, either directly or indirectly, with Robert Banaszewski. You shall not enter upon the premises of Jack's Car Wash on Woodward in Royal Oak. The bond is $10,000. Personal will shall set this matter for a pretrial. You shall have assigned counsel. Is there anything further requested or required of the court on behalf of Mr. William Huey?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Huey, that concludes your arraignment. You may leave the Zoom.
For the fourth time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Hancock, can I have a word with you in a breakout room on that
Sure.
assigned counsel form? I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So if you could just go to room 3, please.
Judge is headed to room 3. She doesn't want to talk in front of us. Not sure why. Looking to see what else we have. I think we've got something in Kansas, shall we?
Mr. Jones appears in person and by court-appointed counsel, Jim Watts. This matter does regularly come back before the court this date on the court's pretrial conference plea docket.
Where's Mr.
And
Jones?
announcement to the court, Mr. Watts.
Your Honor, Mr. Jones is similarly situated with Mr. Allison, and there's a similar resolution here as well, Your Honor. It's my understanding my client would plead guilty to count 2, possession of paraphernalia. The state would dismiss count 1, and we would proceed to sentencing immediately thereafter.
Thank you. And is that the state's understanding, Mr. Sweeney?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Watts has advised the court that you do wish to enter a plea of guilty to count 2 only, possession of paraphernalia for use, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Is that correct? And you're on mute, sir.
We still can't hear you.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
And you understand you could be sentenced up to 6 months in the county jail.
I do, Your Honor.
And have you had adequate and sufficient opportunity to consult with Mr. Watts prior to entering your plea here
Yes,
today?
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Jones, the court does find that you are knowingly and voluntarily entering your plea of guilty, count two only, possession of paraphernalia for use of Class B non-person misdemeanor. Recommendations for sentence. State first, Mr. Sweeney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, very similar recommendations to the last case. State is recommending 6 months in jail, but has no objection and would recommend that this case run concurrent to his current DOC time. I show that Mr. Jones has an out date of November 26th, so I think 6 months is appropriate. State's not requesting a fine. We are requesting court cost. This case does actually have a KBI lab that's been completed, so the state would seek restitution for that lab to the extent that court wants to address attorney's fees. I'll let the court do that as well. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. Further recommendations, Mr. Watts.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would join the recommendations. The state would believe they're entirely appropriate. And as Mr. Sweeney noted, there's not a time limit. There's no issue here regarding time. We should have plenty of time to resolve this matter.
Let me get that ready here. Hang on. I want to play that song.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. Mr. Jones, it is the order, judgment, decree of this court that you're hereby sentenced to the care, custody, and control of the sheriff of Butler County, Kansas, to serve 6 months in the county jail. The court does run this sentence concurrent
half a year
to your time you're currently serving with KDOC. Court notes that you have an out date pursuant to recommendation and information provided by counsel of October 26, 2026. Well, excuse me, October of 2026. The court does order you to pay the court costs herein, the KBI laboratory fees of $400. Court does find due to your incarceration, you do not have the financial wherewithal for reimbursement of court-appointed attorney fees, nor the bid's application fee. Any other matters to come before the court? Mr. Sweeney?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Mr. Watts?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
There being nothing further to come before the court, court is in recess. Thanks to the correctional facility for assistance in regards to conducting this case remotely. Have a good day, and you're free to go, Mr. Jones.
Thank you.
What's behind
Your Honor,
Mr.
that's my
Sweeney
warning, and if I may be excused, I'm
Got
going
some
to
interesting things on
give
his desk.
Mr. Patterson a call.
Okay. Thank you, Jim.
Have a good morning.
Blake, did you need to take up another matter?
Judge, I do. I have Mr. Tim Navarro here. He is appearing from DOC. We have the workings of a plea worked out, Judge, and we just I think we need to reduce that to writing. There's an issue I need to speak to Mr. Sweeney about, and I haven't had a chance to before we do it. And so I think we were asking for a continuance of both cases to remain before. I think both cases have been now transferred to you, Judge, sort of consolidated with you. Both cases have been consolidated with me now. I think I was made attorney in Mr. Favre's case as of yesterday. And so we would just need some time to be able to get this reduced to writing and let me have a chance to speak to Mr. Sweeney about one issue. And so that's what we're asking to do.
All right. The next date that I'd have pretrial conference plea docket would be November 14. I'm going to check with Belen if we still have time available on November 14, 9 o'clock. On the pretrial conference plea docket.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
Wait, I got it.
Before goes on the Zoom record, case is entitled State of Kansas versus Timothy Ray Navarro, 23 CR 297, 25 CR 262. State of Kansas appears by Assistant Butler County Attorney Brett Sweeney. The defendant, Mr. Navarro, appears in person and by court-appointed counsel Blake Cooper. This matter does regularly come back before the court this date on the pretrial conference plea docket. And once again, Mr. Cooper, an announcement to the court.
Your Honor, the defense is requesting a continuance of this matter. We do have
I haven't seen him yet.
a plea agreement worked out in this matter, but there are a couple of issues I need to speak to Mr. Sweeney about. One, I don't want to take up court time for that this morning. It may take up more time than we'd like. Additionally, we need to reduce this agreement to writing. And so, Judge, we are asking for some time to do that. Mr. Navarro is appearing from DOC, so I don't believe there's any burden to him.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. And state position, Mr. Sweeney.
Your Honor, there's no objection to that request. And I guess I would also say, Mr. Cooper, I've got the notes from Ms. Norris, but I think further clarification, you'll probably want to talk to her on that.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. I'll make that note. And Judge, I will be the one who will be drafting that plea agreement for everybody as well.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Once again, the court sets this matter over to pretrial conference plea docket November 14, 2025 at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. in the morning.
And Mr. Navarro, what correctional facility are you located?
Norton Correctional Facility.
You're at Norton?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
Yes, sir.
to Norton Correctional Facility for accommodating the court today. And once again, if Mr. Navarro is still at Norton Correctional Facility or wherever in the state of Kansas correctional facilities, he needs to be available for Zoom hearing November 14, 2025 at 9 a.m. There being nothing further to come before the court, court is in recess. Everyone, Mr. Cooper, I'm sure that's the last case. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
We'll see you. I wanted to pop into one more court, which I think is right here, because I haven't seen this one before.
He needs to get a throat reconstruction surgery done.
Ouch.
He is having issues in the jail. He did start to have more issues last night where he was aspirating. So we are concerned for his physical condition right now in the jail. He still has the support of his mother. She's the one who has been maintaining contact with our office through all of his health concerns.
Okay, so that's a health concern one. Mathis has asked for a special request to play a song, which I am willing to do. This is one that he wrote called Down in the Corner. Not the CCR's version, Down on the Corner. That's a different one. And he tells me that he is both lead guitar, drums, and singer on this one.
Early in the morning, just about breakfast time, hop into the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. Face cam in the corner, trying to bring you up. Scotch shops when it's hump day, and they cheer them on in Jack. Down in the corner, there on your screen, little man with the headphones sing for birthdays, take a seat. Interview the lawyers, people just gotta smile. Judges watch the replays and stay on for a while. Prank calls break the rhythm up, take them off for sport. Earn travel credits every day, taking you to court.
Yeah.
Down in the corner, there on your screen, birthdays, take a seat. Down in the corner, there on the screen, the little man with the headphones sing for birthdays, take a seat.
You learned to play the guitar just for this song.
You don't need a penny just to hang around, but if you turn your gifts on, memberships are thrown around. Beyond all the courtrooms, there's a friendly chat. People come from all around to win the internet. Down in the corner, there on the screen, little man with the headphones, to play them on court TV. Down in the corner, there on the screen, little man with the headphones, smile at someone, take a seat. Down in the corner, there on the screen, little man with the headphones, hug your loved ones, take a seat. Down in the corner, there on your screen.
Awesome. Mathis, thank you very much for performing that one, writing, performing, composing. It's a good one. We haven't played it nearly as much as airtime it deserves. But I don't know how to link to that one on the YouTube page. That's one of Mathis's songs. I only have my own on the page, but I'm sure, Mathis, you wouldn't mind if we somehow found a way to link to that. Maybe our great mods can help me out on that front. All right, jumping back down to Bexar County, Texas. Judge Boyd is in action. We haven't checked in on her purse yet. Let's do that now.
So you do 6 years, Ms. Boyd?
You'll get credit for any time that has been
You can tell
served.
me how much time served that do I have?
To the clerk, can you look up how much time?
And what about the credit for time served the last time when I was?
You'll get credit for any time that you've been in custody on this case, even prior to being placed on probation. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegation in the motion. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Ms. Boyd.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Very respectful.
All
but
right,
he's getting time.
We'll
I
be
heard
back
him
on
say
Monday.
6 years.
I'll continue.
You'll be back on Monday. We're done. That was it, Judge. Everyone's going home on us. It's Friday morning still on the East Coast, and Bexar County, Texas says, "See ya." It's Friday somewhere. Oh man, they're making us work for it today. Let's see if we've got any other courts we can spy on here a little bit going forward. Let's see. How about this one? Oh man, let's see. Judge Murphin. Let's see if Judge Murphin comes. Let me rewind a little bit and see what Judge Murphin was up to. No, somebody dropped something. Just pop it in.
To ask him how he pays himself and stuff. I think it just is going to create a little bit more of a problem that
you back up a bit.
Building order is necessary. Self-employed. He has
That's
a
child
moving
custody.
business. So
all right, they're good to know. Thank you very much for that, Josh. Child custody thing. Josh has his finger on the pulse of the web, so he knows what's going on in everybody's courtroom. It's a little bit early for anything in Thurston County. That's probably, but let's see. We can pop back to the dismissals in the land of Michigan.
Your arraignment was scheduled for 9:31. It's now 11:10. The assigned counsel is no longer available. We've tried to contact her. By the time you appeared, we had already finished our docket and told her that, her services were no longer needed this morning. We've tried to contact her. We can't reach her to come back on the Zoom to assist you. Therefore, your arraignment's going to be rescheduled. Okay? Let me confirm your address. Is it 47 Pleasant View Drive in Pontiac?
Yes.
Okay, and your phone?
248-941-3665.
941-3665.
Correct.
Okay, we'll reset the arraignment. We can't do it. You have to be represented by counsel. So because you came late, we're not able to accommodate you today. So we'll reschedule it.
Right. Because this morning I came up
I know
there.
I can't. I
you
don't
know.
want to hear anymore. Why I don't want to hear
Okay.
anything
Okay.
more
Okay. You're right.
because you
I'm
have to
sorry.
be represented by an attorney, and I want to protect your
Sorry,
rights.
I did miss that one.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you for appearing even though it was late. Next time, please be on time, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Take care. Be well.
I'm trying to spy for another court, looking to see what's available. So be on time, be well. I let the whole number go through. Well, I'll probably be getting an email from YouTube. We'll clip that out. Don't stream and text, folks. Don't stream and text. Let's see. Early on the West Coast, yeah, most courts, at least on the Pacific, up in Washington area, they don't start for another hour or so. You pay attention to current court on stream at All Spy. Josh, let me know what you see out there. It's a bit of a ghost town today, which is weird. I think this morning even Court TV was like, let's just do a chat where we talk about cases because there's like nothing going on. So that was funny. Let's see. We've got surprised there's not more landlord-tenant stuff going on today. Looking. Okay, Judge Boyd. Judge McNally is not up today. He's off. Judge Middleton, not up today. He's off. Judge Wolf is not up today. Fourth Magistrate's not up. Judge Simpson is on a break. Judge McBurney, not up today. Fulton County. Arizona Court of Appeals, not up today. 14th Circuit in Florida. They've done a little bit, but nothing live right now. Just popping around some of our old favorites. Let's see what's happening. Refresh. Didn't know there was a refresh button at the bottom. That's cool. Judge Boyd. Nope, she's done. She really shut off her stream and said we'll be back on Monday. Where's Judge Donald Capper? Anybody know where Judge Donald Capper's at? Lawrence County. in Ohio. Where's his live stream? Let's see if I can find this one. That's not it. Lawrence County, Ohio, court. Judge Donald Capper. Somebody just turned on the heater in my house. Should probably clean the vents. All right. I need to break the law so I can hire the hot lawyer from yesterday's in Virginia. You have to do it in the right place. Hey, well, the video you sent me was such low resolution that even on my phone, it was very difficult to see. So if I blow it up on the TV, it'll look like Minecraft. I could tell that there was somebody moving around, but that's as far as we could see. That was Judge Doro. We have 8 judges that live stream in Indiana. If interested, busy. Where do they live stream? Is it on Facebook? Is it on the court page? Is it on YouTube? You'll have to check their rules as well. Yes, it was added after the fact. The person who owned the home before us installed a heater, forced air heater, and it runs on the same ducting and fan as our air conditioner, so we have both. Yeah, let me know and send me a link. Actually, I'm getting some links on the burner right now. This is Corey Richards, attorneys talking to KUTV News, Channel 2. I can't use Channel 2. They strike a ton. Wow, I've got a whole bunch of messages that showed up I didn't know I had. It's funny, Red. Sorry, I'm reading messages. A couple of you sent me links to some companies, family-run companies and small businesses that do printing, custom merch type stuff. And Courtroom Roulette, that's Dally Talk's YouTube channel. And it just jumps. It's basically court hopping. That's all it is. It shows a lot of the favorites we have. Judge McBurney, Judge Simpson, Judge Middleton. A couple others around there. Judge Wolf. Anyway, you sent me a couple of links, and I appreciate that. I looked at a lot of those companies, and they look awesome. Look like you have great products, great pricing for some that I was able to see. The trouble I have is I am not a big enough customer, or I'm definitely not set up to order everything in bulk and order all the sizes and warehouse them and ship them. I would need everything to be print on demand still. And in addition to that, I need all the websites, the shopping pages, the order processing, the shipment tracking, all that. I need that all included as all in one. And so it's typically only bigger companies that offer that right now. But all right. Thank you. AOL Podcast. Thanks. Here's my email. Simpson has returned. Let's jump over to Simpson real quick then. Where did he go? There he is.
Containers.
Okay. Were you stopped by the police or?
It was a welfare check.
You were welfare checked in a parking lot?
Yes.
At that address? Okay. And after the police checked on you, were you arrested?
I was brought to the hospital, but not arrested. I don't know if I was under arrest at the point I was in the hospital, but I was eventually.
You probably were. Fair enough. Ultimately, you were taken by the police and or ambulance to the hospital. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. And they gave you a blood draw?
They did.
And the blood draw was a 0.139. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct.
All right. You have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, I don't.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you between the time I accept your plea and the time of any sentencing that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation. The court would not be bound by that. You understand that?
Yes.
And you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And has the court complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Bond with its conditions will continue. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, hold please. Vivian Anderson, it's going to be your 70th birthday on Monday, but we'll be late as family's staying, so I was wondering if I could get a mention today. Vivian, let me mention your family. Family, get out of the way. She's got a birthday song. No, just kidding, Vivian. I'm going to sing to you right now. So you can 70. That's something worth celebrating. We don't want to miss that. Here we go. Everyone, join with me. Stand up, deep breath, shoulders back. Project your voice to the back room. Blend your voice with the neighbor. Warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vivian Anderson. 603. Happy birthday to you. It says 603 at the end, so I thought I'd add it. I know that's YouTube's additional number. 70. Congratulations on Monday. Happy birthday, Vivian Anderson. Appreciate you being here. Early birthday. There we go. All right. So you've been sung to, so you can begin the celebrations now.
All right.
And continue
Sir,
all the
it
way
is this
through the
court to
weekend.
understand you're going to plead guilty to the charge of malicious destruction of property, 200 to 1,000. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased if 3 times the value of the property destroyed or otherwise injured. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
No? All right. On the podium, you'll see a copy of one. Please look at paragraph 5, the highlighted one. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Correct.
And of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. On the date of December 26, 2024, the location of 2564 Deke Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What'd you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
I destroyed a statue and a doorbell camera.
What?
Okay. And so this was at a residence that you did?
Yes, I used to live there.
The doorbell
Pardon?
I
camera.
used to live there, sir.
You used to live there? Okay, but you don't?
No.
You didn't at the time?
Not for years.
Okay. And so you destroyed those things. You didn't have any property interest or ownership in any of those properties.
I had some property at the house stored, but I was there also that day to get that property back.
Okay, I got you. But as to the
I'm
statue
seeing
and
the story
the
unfold.
Ring camera, those weren't.
No, correct.
You didn't buy either one of those, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you didn't have the owner's permission to destroy any of that property or do anything to it. All right. And you did that intentionally, sir?
Yes.
All right. Would you stipulate or agree that the value of those two items combined was in excess of $200?
Yes. Like excess or?
Yeah, it was more than $200.
$200 or more.
Yes. Yeah.
You would agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, if I accept your plea in this case, I have to advise you that between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence agreement or evaluation in the case. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand
Yes,
that?
sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements that have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
We're satisfied.
Satisfied, Judge.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to this charge. We'll count one.
Destroyed a statue and a Ring camera.
Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
November 12th at 9 a.m.
November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, I know your next sentencing date is the 22nd. I know that's a quick turnaround, but given Mr. Hop's time he's done, we are asking for the 22nd.
His time is done.
He's been in custody for quite some time. He's eager to get assessed, get seen by probation, get this case resolved.
Go ahead.
We were also going to renew our bond request that the motion was on Wednesday, and this court denied that motion. He did want to renew that request. That housing is still present for him. We just don't know how long it's going to be available. So that's why we're requesting such an urgent date.
I do think he's still held on the felony, just so the court knows, Your Honor.
Yes, that bond's $100.
Yeah.
Is he going to be able to post that?
He thinks he may be able to. I mean, this is bond denied, so obviously this is driving the bond truck here.
The sentencing before the 27th.
The 27th. So the original.
Right, because he had violated the terms of his release, it's just why his bond was denied.
Right.
I just don't think, and I can't. You're basically asking 3 days from now for probation to be able to interview him and do everything, as well as talk to the victims of this, and I just don't know that that's going to happen. I mean, if I set it for that day, I don't know that we're going to have all of the information that we need. So I'm going to set it for the 12th.
I'm sorry. I can talk to probation maybe if things are done quickly. We'll contact the court if depending on what Ms. Pilara can.
I don't want to lose my housing.
Yeah, we're just really concerned about the housing issue, Judge.
No, I understand that, but I also
6 years.
Have to try to put things on a reasonable time frame and don't want to stress my probation department either. But
I will add, if I may, regarding the bond argument. I know the court said you would consider any additional information that I was able to obtain. I did reach out to CMH to see what they recommended as for a mental health plan moving forward. The gentleman, Mr. Hop's caseworker, and just indicated that housing was their primary focus, that the CMH's mental health recommendation moving forward was to get him into housing. So
they didn't have anything additional to add that he's already doing, which is he does report to CMH for medication. So I don't have anything else. I know the court requested that information. I don't have anything else to add except for that was their, primary recommendation for his, mental health journey. So again, that's why we're just trying to make things happen,
Yeah.
Judge. Obviously, the county has to do what they have to do with the housing, but we want him to be able to take advantage of it if possible.
Anything else from the people?
No, Your Honor, I think I've made my position pretty clear to the court with our bond motion on Wednesday. And the court understands the struggles with secured housing.
Yes.
But also understands the struggles with bond violations that lead to new cases and all the things that are sort of going on in the periphery of that issue.
I don't see a basis on which I would change my decision. I think I would still keep his bond as denied. I'd like to see everything regarding his sentence and know as much as I possibly can about this. The events, as I understand them, are a bit concerning to me, and then the violation on top of that adds concern. While I'm certain he would be going into Avalon Housing, you talk to CMH. First thing is, I'm not going to do anything until I see an absolute plan as to what some structure around him that's going to prevent further activities by him. So that's going to be one thing. But I also want to see the full outlay of it. And particularly, I want to make sure that the victims of this offense, that their views and what they might say to probation are fully considered by the court before releasing it. So I'm going to deny again the request for a bond reduction. All right.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, folks. Thanks for nothing. What is going on this weekend that every court wants to be completely done and not do anything? Let me see if I can get this to work. Shut this down. That's not it. AWOL has sent us something that makes me hurt inside just watching it. It makes me sore and makes parts of me hurt that I didn't know I had. AWOL, is okay if I share your video? I think it is because you sent it to me, so tough luck. Josh sent something. This is from AWOL. This is AWOL performing to some music you might know and love. Oops. Okay, hang on. Whoa, stop. You have to back up. You need to be able to hear it because that makes all the difference. There we go. See, my knees would have given out at this point. I definitely cannot do this. Or that. Ouch. AWOL, your flexibility and ability to move is unbelievable. The most I can do when it comes to breakdancing is one of those little arm moves that I learned when I was in Norway on vacation as a kid. But that's it. That's it. All right. Verdict dancing. It's a thing. I'm telling you. A lot of people do it, not just AWOL. So thanks, AWOL, for a higher resolution version of that. Let's see. We've got... That's how I dance to the birthday song. Suggest we play that video ahead of every verdict delivery time. It's time. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh man, you guys are great. Let's see. I just joined to verdict song breakdancing. You did, Dizzy. You just popped in at the right time. Need to up my verdict music dance game. Everyone should be improving that every time. That's how I dance in my head. Mostly that's exactly where I dance, is in my head. Hey, well, it's like, don't hate on me. Not like that. Oh, man. That was awesome. That is cool. The first time I ever saw breakdancing, I was a kid in Norway. And the neighbor kid who spoke no English, only Norwegian. We were there on vacation for like 10 weeks, visiting family. And the neighbor kid who spoke no English was listening to this music, which I had never heard before because we didn't like listen to the radio at my house or anything. And so we would watch him, and he'd be out practicing breakdancing in the street and be doing these spin moves and lifting up on his hands, and his feet were flying up in the air, and it was really cool. We were impressed, and we went to go talk to him. We still never got to speak English, but through his parents and my parents, we somehow managed to negotiate can we come fishing with you, which consisted of us watching him dive for spearfishing in the fjords, just with like a homemade spear. That was cool. Weren't you going to show us your favorite NSYNC move? No, I don't remember that happening, Crystal. I don't. Not a thing. Now we need to see Aria's signature dance move. Define need, right? Define need. Because that's not need. All right. I have never seen as quiet a court day as we have right now. And I'm hoping something comes on. I'm sort of stalling to see if something happens here on the West Coast a little bit and we get some action. But it's been, apparently I clicked on the wrong video and now I'm watching dog grooming videos. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's great. Dog grooming videos are wonderful. Let's see, Magistrate Hillary in custody arraignments. We've got a couple here. Hang on, I need to check and see on Miss Sarah real quick.
And would you be Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calling case number 25S00007. This is the state of Michigan versus Rudy Smith. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Earps with and on behalf of Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, can you please state your full name for the record?
Rudy Esau Casserole Smith.
Thank you. So today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that a bench warrant issued for your arrest on September 23rd. Because you tested positive for cocaine on September 11th.
Ooh, that would do it if you're on bond. That is a judicial scrunchie.
Attorney Zerbst.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Smith does indicate to me that may have been a slip up for him, but since then he has been making progress to rectify that situation. He still is doing both NA and AA meetings once a week. He was doing outpatient treatment twice a month, but since then he has upped that to once a week to make sure that he's getting the care that he needs and taking care of what he needs to take care of. As far as his other probation conditions, it does look like he paid down his fines and costs. He was working with an attorney or having conversations how to walk in and get this taken care of. However, it looks like the cops may have came to his home before that happened and picked him up on the warrant, but he did surrender himself and he was cooperative when being brought into custody. He does currently work for U of M. He's had that job for 7 years. He does janitorial work. He does have a shift tomorrow, and he has extreme concerns that he's going to be terminated if he does not show up for that shift. Your Honor, if you have any concerns about that, it does seem that he'll be wearing a GPS tether prior to any release from custody right now. So for those reasons, we would be asking you to consider a personal bond.
Please.
Is something else holding him?
No.
Your Honor, he's not being held right now. He has a personal bond on another matter that he will be released with a GPS tether and a scrim tether.
Two tethers, or do they make it all in one unit? I got my response from Teespring, by the way, for those of you who are asking about your hoodies. I want to share this. They're saying they have some delays with the orders. Let me pause this. Let me read this. Regarding this involves anyone who ordered a hoodie and has not received it yet. The customer service team over there reached out and said, "Hey Scott, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience," and they're referencing some of the requests that I put in where you guys shared your order numbers with me and I forwarded to them. We're sorry for wait and inconvenience. We have some issues with our printing partners, which have caused delays with the orders. Unfortunately, it looks like the issue isn't resolved yet. However, our production team is working hard to fulfill the orders within the next few weeks. Could you please let your fans know they can contact us directly? We're committed to providing them with the best possible solution. Please encourage them to contact our fan experience team directly with their order number and any applicable photos by reaching out here. And I can give you a link there. And they signed off. Let me give you the link. You should decorate for Halloween a live stream so we can watch and give advice. It's not. I still have to buy a bunch of stuff. Like I have to go to Lowe's. Maybe you could do a Lowe's run live. Laurie, I had no idea I had Norway in his past. Your life is fascinating. You're not that old to have such a biography of jobs, education, and have 6 kids. Jeg kan ikke snakke norsk. I don't speak Norwegian, but I do have a parent who is Norwegian, and so I have been there twice, once for 10 weeks and once for like a week and a half or so. Let me give you the link really quickly for this. Copy. And maybe if the mods can grab this. make sure this is the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. Sorry. There's a better link for if you're having a contacting them for the first time. One second. There we go. And unfortunately, I won't be able to fix it much beyond this. And here's what I'd say: either if the delay does not work for you, say like you were getting this for Halloween and it's not going to arrive in time, then I would ask them for a refund, and I can push that issue with them. But let's see. All right, there it is. If the mods can grab that one. Actually, that's the same link. Well, no, it's a new link. If RA is knitting them, I will order one. The song "If You Want to Destroy My Sweater" comes to mind. You don't want a sweater I knitted. I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Red. Unfortunately, they haven't yet given me when they're going to have it fixed. Everyone who I've talked to says that the orders are slowly shipping, and that's not what I wanted to hear. Just signed up for fiber. Can you or anyone please recommend what kind of router I should get? 2,000 foot, one level home and a big yard. I like the Eero, EERO mesh fiber. So the Eero units, you can get a 2 or a 3 unit system. They sort of mesh together and provide like a overall coverage. You'd have one main box by your modem and another one at in range, but with another part of your house to give you wide coverage. I have 2, and they cover my house and my detached Airbnb just fine. But the Eeros, the Model 6 or Model 7 should work. The Model 6 is capped at 1 gigabit per second for a connection, and the Model 7 can go up to 2.5. But they're fairly spendy, but they're really nice. And mesh allows it to just seamlessly jump from one box to another, whichever one has the best signal. All right. I always recommend having as many wired Ethernet as possible and only using Wi-Fi for phones and tablets. That's a good recommendation. Wi-Fi typically is subject to interference a lot more than wired, and if there's anything that's critical as far as connection goes, wired is typically more stable. Although if your internet connection goes out from your ISP, you'll lose both wired and wireless. Rarely happens. Mine was out for about 15 minutes last night on a planned update, and that's the first time it's been out in months. All right, need help connecting my new Canon Wi-Fi printer to my Chromebook. Hey, I just did this, Crystal. I have some friends who called me over to help them fix a printer issue, and I fixed it, but they gave me their old printer because they said it wasn't working. It took me about 3 minutes to fix the old printer, and it works beautifully. It's a full-color flatbed, fax, copy, everything printer. And it's... The hardest part, and there should be an on-screen menu that you can walk through. The hardest part is either using the little buttons to spell out the Wi-Fi password that it should connect to. But the process, if you scroll down through the menu, connect to the network, it should walk you through it. Tammy Taylor, I'm going to Norway for my mom's 90th birthday in November. First time going. Are you going to like Oslo or like the capital? Because Norway is beautiful. I mean, the fjords, the culture, the history, it's just a beautiful, beautiful country. They even have some nice beaches in the summer. Lowe's would be fun. We can do a Lowe's run. Let's see. IT help desk with RA. Go to Bergen. I liked Shein. It's spelled like skiing, but I even dated a girl from skiing after I came back from Norway, just briefly. Norway is in many ways a lot like Canada, my favorite. While you're there, you have to get some milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. It's a yellow wrapper with a cow on it. You can't miss it. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing chocolate. And buy the biggest bar you can and as many as you can afford. It is good chocolate. Let's see. Grace Blue Broken Mom, thank you. Those links do not allow rebroadcast or recording. But I did get the link. Maybe you'll come second place at a beauty contest. Hey, if you don't enter, you'll never know. Best friend just went to Norway. She really liked Bergen. Didn't care much for Oslo that much. It's been many a year since I've been there. So, 20 some odd years. Yes, I'm bringing chocolate back. Good. And if you want, the goat cheese over there is amazing as well. The brown goat cheese. If you're a fan of goat cheese, it's a very distinct flavor. Should I smoke the ham steak on offset smoker or just throw it on the grill? I'd probably just throw it on the grill when it comes to ham. I'm not big on smoked ham. It's already sort of smoked to make it ham, right? That's sort of how they made the ham. Probably can't bring that as it's an animal product. Well, if they don't know. No, just kidding. Follow the law. Ham steak, grill hot. I agree. I'd just grill it. I'd like to go back to Huntington, England, just to get fish and chips at the place on the corner. Oh, my goodness. Pretty much any chippy in England I would like to go back to. No goat cheese, please. No goat cheese. Goat cheese is amazing. It's almost like carameled cheese. It's very different if you haven't tried it. Wow. Very soft too. All right. Scroll down to refresh. Where's refresh? There it is. Yeah, I'm getting dog grooming videos as the number one. What did you guys do to my timeline? The algorithm is all dogs, which is cool. I like watching a good dog video as much as the next person. Let's see, Judge Wiggins, 84th District. Let me check and see if he's back up again today. Oh, that's one we just watched. Just watched it yesterday. It's like it's a holiday. I would expect more courts to be live on the 4th of July than we have right now. This is unbelievable. Lowe's it is. It's time to go to Lowe's. Look at one other thing here. see if. Oh, I'm not sure if we can do Melissa Perez. I'll have to do some research first on this one. It sure didn't make it easy. All right, I call front passenger seat on the way to Lowe's. My daughter will probably take that seat. She likes to go on errands like that. 13th Judicial has a hearing in Kansas. 13th Judicial, Kansas. I think we're just waiting there for everybody to appear. This is happening live, so we'll give it just a minute. It's on right now, and it's a spicy one. We choose different ones. That one I believe was a chopped up body one, and no go on that if it's child custody. This one that we're watching right now is child custody. We can't win for trying. Oh, Halderson is a child custody one. DCF. What's DCF? Oh. Pro Tem James Murphin. IVD hearings. Okay. Can't go to this one. I think that's the one we were on before. Judge Webster isn't up. We've tried everything, guys. That's all we can do. Let's see. I think we're going to do a field trip. I think we're going to go to Lowe's and get some equipment. SAPD shooting trial's gotten crazy. They're doing some award ceremony right now. The defense is claiming a serious Brady violation, has good cause, has a good case. The officer who is state's witness was appointed counsel when the state tried to impeach him. The spicy one, Sophrenia, is trying to get you to cover is Chandler Halderson from January of 2022. That's the old one. Slow Fridays for crimes. Have not been following Robert Brooks. Is Lowe's hardware or car parts? It's hardware. Judge Tony Flores. Judge Tony Flores, personal meeting room. Is that the name of the channel, Josh? Because I struggle finding him. Judge Tony Flores's. Found him.
Oh, 9 o'clock, I'm sorry.
At 9 o'clock. All right, so
we will set the review date for December 4th at 9 o'clock. We're waiting on the ability on the defendant to attain competency, and I put 15 months as the determination from March of 2024. All right. Is that right? March of 2024?
No, it'd be 25, Your Honor.
25. For March of 2025. Anything else for the record in 2500156, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Schroeder?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Wildman, we've reset this for December 4th at 9 o'clock. And hopefully we'll have a report from that by then. Thank you for your appearance today.
Already on Earl, Mr. Harris.
Whatever, don't waste my time.
You'll reap what you sow.
You'll reap what you sow. Yeah, he needs to get some support, I think. Who's got the lights turned out in their jail cell? Are they muted?
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of Ms. Earl, who's standing to my right, Your Honor.
All right. And ma'am, you are Treyana Earl, is that correct? Right, thank you. This is the time set for sentencing the matter. I don't have a pre-sentence report. It appears that the probation department is scheduled to meet with Ms. Earl on August 26th. She rescheduled to September 16th. On September 16th, she failed to appear. They attempted to make contact via phone. Restitution was requested. The defendant has warrants out of Ohio, Minnesota, and Alabama. And so we don't have a checklist or report done. Mr. Harris.
Yes, Your Honor. It seems that when Ms. Donnelly was getting coverage as she's out of the office, it seems this may have slipped through the cracks from my review and from speaking with Ms. Earl. It seems the failure to appear for the PSI appointment on 9/16 was because she was in custody in Genesee County at the time, up until, I believe, fairly recently. I'm standing in on behalf of Ms. Donnelly, so I was originally going to be planning to ask if the court would consider resetting sentencing and perhaps seeing if probation could, well, resetting sentencing to allow for Ms. Donnelly to be here, and also resetting sentencing to allow Ms. Earl to try and get in touch with probation or get the PSI done, as it seems like the failure to appear for that PSI date on 9/16 was not entirely of her own volition. It was because she simply was in custody. My understanding from Ms. Earl is that by the time Ms. Earl's mother was able to advise probation regarding that PSI being missed, probation advised Ms. Earl's mother that at that point it was less than a month before her sentencing was scheduled, and it was too late to try and get a PSI done. I would request that the court would consider,
but we've got a little while.
now that Ms. Earl has been released from Genesee County, resetting sentencing both to allow Ms. Donnelly to be here and to allow that, perhaps allow that PSI to be done, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Earl, is there anything, Mr. Harris is filling in for Ms. Donnelly. I don't have anything to sentence you because I don't have a pre-sentence report, okay?
And I haven't talked to her either. I emailed her yesterday.
All right, so let's do this. I'm going to remand you to the county jail, okay?
Oh, you're going
and
to jail.
what you're going to do is I'm going to send probation down there. and probation's to talk to you concerning a pre-sentence report. Once that's all taken care of, I'm going to set bond, and you can go bond on your way. All right.
I have to, for the pre-sentence that I was supposed to do, I have to.
You're gonna go to the county jail today. Okay.
How long do I have to be in there to?
Until you're I'm gonna set, the bond will be set. Bond is set on this matter. It's a 500, initially was set at a $500 PR bond.
Yeah, I never went to jail for this.
Yeah,
the Ohio stuff, I was in the county jail for it.
I just want you to get your pre-sentence done so we have something to sentence you on.
But I was in jail, so how could I get it done? I was heading to Ohio.
That's true. But the fact that you have all kinds,
I don't have any warrants either.
Warrants out in Ohio, Minnesota, and Alabama per the pre-sentence, per the probation.
I just got out of jail in Ohio. That's the warrant that I had. I was held in Genesee County jail.
So I don't know where you're gonna be, ma'am.
I don't have any warrants.
Okay, well, Mr. Hannah's going to take you down, and and the probation will come down and see you. And then once you're done with your pre-sentence, I'm going to set bond at $500 PR. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
PR bond?
PR bond at $500 once your pre-sentence is done. All right? So you're going to be held in the Ingham County Jail, and probation's going to go see you. They've got to meet with you so we can get your sentencing done.
Okay, so when they meet with me, I have a PR bond.
After that meeting, after they do the report. All right. So,
anytime, sir?
And we'll reset the sentencing. Yeah, reset the sentencing for
December 12th at 8:30.
December 12th at 8:30.
Next week.
What was the date, Your Honor? Apologies.
Well, December 12th at 8:30 is date for sentencing, and then probation will be down to see them as soon as they can.
December 12th is not next week.
And it'll probably be, I would think for Thursday, probably next week. Yeah.
This is Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
This is Friday, definitely next week, definitely Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right, so I've reset the sentencing for docket 2501921.
This is a mess.
I'm going to remand the defendant for pre-sentence and probation. And after that, we'll set bond at $500 PR.
Hey, Thurston just came on board.
I haven't got anything in the mail for a while, but due to health issues, I wasn't at my mailbox for over a month. So,
No,
but
I'm asking about a text.
And I got a text.
You did or did not?
That's a positive yes, Roger. I got a text.
Yes, Roger.
Perfect.
Over
Great.
copy.
Thank you.
Yep.
And that's it for today. Maintain contact with your attorney.
He always does, Your Honor. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
You may go.
That's an affirm on the text, Judge. Affirm.
And what other case you have ready is fine.
I have a few, Your Honor. So number 4 on the 8:30, Mr. Kolowitz, he was on Zoom. We spoke. I'm waiving his appearance under 3.4, but I believe that the state has a motion based on his relicensing status.
That's correct. Let me pull up the case number.
So is the state moving to dismiss both charges?
Correct. Cause number ending 5604, state's moving to dismiss without prejudice. Relicense as of last month.
Okay. Give me a second. Go ahead, Ms. Moore. You can call your next case.
Your Honor, number 5 on the 8:30, Mr. McDrummond. I'm also asking the court to waive his appearance under Rule 3.4. I spoke with him yesterday. My understanding is that the state will be moving to continue on the record because
Okay, if
this
he's
is a
not
very
there, we're going to
quick
jump to somebody
turnaround
who is.
Friday to
Perfect.
Judge
Thank you, Your
Wall.
Honor. At this point, I'll defer to other counsel.
Let's see, Mr. Stashevsky.
Thurston just came on board, so.
With us, Mr. Stashevsky.
I believe Attorney Stashevsky is in a breakout room with another client. He's there in person.
Is anybody else in courtroom 1 this morning besides you two?
I believe Mr. White is roaming, but I don't know his current location.
That's the purpose of roaming, so you don't get pinned down.
Sass here until you have some matters ready.
I don't care for Judge Wall anymore since he let Farag go. Well,
I do trial on November 19th and 20th. Confirmation on November 7th.
That works for me, Your Honor.
2 Thurston courts that are operating right now, right here.
Go ahead.
You want to call Mr. Reeves or?
We're gonna have to reset that, so if you.
Okay. If I could call Mr. Michelson, Your Honor, number 4 on the 9 a.m. He is present on Zoom, I believe. And Your Honor, this is quite an old case at this point. We recognize that defense does have a signed waiver of speedy trial and is requesting to continue. That waiver expires, I believe, January 15th. This is likely to resolve before trial at this point, but Mr. Michelson is on a deferred prosecution in Grays Harbor County, and he is within just a few months of being done with his treatment there. In full transparency, we are hoping for him to finish out his treatment program if we can before this case resolves, because it is likely he's looking at pretty substantial jail time with a 3rd and 7, even though it is the first in time. It was a post-Tox refile that was filed after he'd already resolved 2 DUIs.
And state has no objection continuing.
What's the expiration date of the waiver?
I believe it's January 15th.
We'll set trial for January 12th and 13th. Set confirmation on January 2nd. And then Mr. Mickelson, have you been getting text reminders of court dates?
Yes, I have.
I also, Your Honor, I inherited this case from Ms. Simmons, almost 9 months ago at this point, and I don't know that it's come up yet. But after reviewing this again with fresh eyes, I'm confused as to why the tracking PFTC is tracking, as I don't see an alleged violation that would be a basis. He's had compliance reports consistently, and this is a.
Well, I don't either, but we're just, because I haven't really looked at it, to be blunt with you, but we'll leave it tracking, then you can consult with that on the state. If that needs to be stricken, that can be.
I'll follow up on that with Mr. Holcomb.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
fine.
Your Honor. And then I think that's all the matters I have prepared to call. I'm waiting to see if the client appears on the 9:30, so I will defer to Ms. Myers.
Ms. Myers?
Thank you, Your Honor. I can call Mr. Randall Garbutt. He's present on Zoom.
It's on for confirmation.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Garbutt and I have not had the opportunity to meet. At this point, we would be needing a good cause continuance, as I cannot effectuate my duty as an attorney without having talked to him about his case.
My duty.
I'm sorry, how do you spell the name?
Garbutt. He's number 1 at 9 a.m.
Got it, thank you. No objection.
What's happening with this King County case?
Your Honor, I'm not sure.
Can I ask him? Mr. Garbutt, when's your next court date in King County? We can't read King County dockets here.
It's the December 1st, and they said that they're waiting for this court to finish up. I'm currently on a Scram device for alcohol monitoring. I've been for a couple months now.
Yeah, I don't suppose you've had any communication with the King County attorneys, either side? Because then they're going to go to King County and they say, well, this is, well. When did you say your court date was in King County?
December 1st, Your Honor.
What's the expiration date of the waiver?
We would be asking for a good cause continuance.
What's your preferred date? How long?
There is an offer on this case that I anticipate is.
Here's what I'm thinking. Set the trial date beyond the trial date in, beyond the court date in King County, but then set a pretrial before then.
I think that's appropriate.
But I can't force you to do anything. If you agree with that, then we'll do that.
I agree.
All right. So you said December 1st, is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So we're going to set trial dates for you on December 10th and 11th. We'll do a confirmation on December 5th, but then we'll set a pretrial on November 21st.
21st.
Unless we're doing the 14th. We're doing the 14th. Yes, it is. Okay, Janice. Your passive aggression.
Your passive
it'll be at
aggression is
8:30.
going to be an issue. What?
Have you been getting text reminders of court dates?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
All right. So your attorney just said she hasn't spoken with you. You know, you got some stuff going on here, so it's very important you keep in good contact with both attorneys, both here and in King County. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's it for today.
Okay.
Free to go.
Thank you.
Ms. Myers, anything further? Any others?
I have some 3.4 waivers that I can call. I don't know if Ms. Moore has anything that.
And Mr. St. Germain, I see you on the Zoom call still. You're free to go if you wish.
Or you can stick around and watch court.
Observing.
I don't, I only have 2 other matters.
Okay.
I'm
That's okay.
observing.
That's okay too.
Observe away.
I can do some 3.4 waivers.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else unless, yeah, I don't think there's anything else. There's a Ashley Reyna, but that looks like Ms. Rose. So yeah, go ahead. We can do those.
All right, Your Honor, Mr. Jason Reeves was present, or he was trying to be present. He's having some technical difficulties. Let me see.
What time is he?
He's at the 9:30, 8, 9, and 10. He was trying to log on. He kept getting bounced off. Not for a lack of trying. He did attempt to be here, but I texted him. I think it's in his best interest if we just strike the panel and set that October 27th date as a change of plea and sentencing so he can come in person.
We can do that.
Yes.
And then, yeah, just make sure he's either in here in person or has technology where he can get through.
He plans on coming in person.
All right, that's fine. We'll strike the panel, just leave it set for disposition. Any others?
Yes, I have Mr. Brian Mueller. He is number 6 on the 9 a.m. calendar. I'm waiving his appearance under Rule 3.4.
What was that? Can you say that name again, please? Sorry.
Brian Mueller.
Got it.
Mueller.
I'm waiving his appearance under Rule 3.4. I am going to be submitting a speedy trial waiver. The expiration date, I believe, is going to be January 16th. With commencement date of today, I have not yet filed it. I'm going to do that here shortly. We just got body cam this week, so we just need an extension on that, so we have time to review it.
Any
No objection.
confirmation will be January 3rd, trial will be January 13th and 14th. Any others?
Yes. I have Mr. Marcus Zweig. He's number 11 on today's 9 a.m. calendar. I did, yeah. He showed up here in person. He's in between housing right now. He's currently living at, I think he was at Salvation Army the last time we talked. He's been working with community or Catholic Community Services. He relies on other people to get him around. There had been an appointment that he missed, and we haven't had the opportunity to sit down and go over the offer of potential resolutions on this case. So it would be our request to put this into an excluded period continuance if possible, just so that we can get a for sure ride to our office for an appointment. Objection.
How far out do you want it to set?
If we could put trial dates in December and then
We'll do trial on December 10th and 11th. Confirmation on December 5th. And that'll be excluded from speedy trial calculation.
Everything's just getting pushed. It's crazy.
Looks like Ms. Rowe's here. Ms. Rowe, do you have any cases that are ready?
Everything dismissed, everything pushed.
And in the back, are you here for court? Is that?
That's Mr. Martinez. He's Ms. Rowe's client.
Okay, thank you.
Is that
Ms.
Mr.
Rowe?
Pantoja Martinez?
Yes.
Yes, he's in the courtroom. Do you wish to speak with him?
I don't need to speak with him. I can address
Okay,
his case though. If he could
Then he can come on up. You can come up and sit at that empty chair, sir.
I don't need to speak with him. Mr. O, it's great to see you, by the way. It's been a while.
What time are you scheduled to be here?
At 9:30 a.m., sir.
9:30.
What's the name again?
I got it. Is it Pantoja Martinez? Got it. Thank you. So what's happening with these, Ms. Rowe?
Your Honor, I am still in negotiations with the state regarding this case. I did send out an email to the assigned DPA, Mr. Holcomb, but it's my understanding he's out for training, so he likely will not respond to me until this weekend or Monday. I'm simply asking the court, I was just in the midst of looking onto jabs.
In the midst.
I was going to ask the court to simply proceed to the confirmation date. Does the court have that date up in front of it?
Yeah, on the case ending in 751, next court date is November 21st at 9 a.m. These are two, and then on the other case, November 21st at 10 a.m. Did I say that the first time?
And Mr. O, I think DPA Holcomb is back working from home today, so you might get a response later today, but.
So do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you've been getting text reminders of court dates,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Maintain contact with your attorney. It sounds like she has some things she needs to talk to you about.
Okay, well done.
You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. And Ms. Rowe?
Thank you, Your Honor. I also see that Miss Reyna is present.
We're gonna jump, Miss Rowe. Appreciate you. Unless Miss
Your
Reyna's
Honor,
super
Miss
interesting.
Reyna has a case that's a bit more convoluted.
Oh, good. You might
I
stay for
have
that.
been trying to contact a potential witness for probably 3 weeks now. Yesterday I checked my emails. My voicemails. I had gotten a little behind, but I did not receive a voicemail back from this a potential witness. So I'm going to need to be sending out subpoenas. I rarely do this, but when I was preparing the subpoena yesterday, I'm going to need a court date, a jury trial date set. So we are not prepared to confirm today. I am still trying to have an in-depth conversation about this with Mr. Holcomb. So we're kind of in the same boat as the prior case.
Oh, Mr. Holcomb's
I'm
the
going
prosecutor.
to ask the court to reset confirmation and jury trial dates. And it should give me time to at least lock down Mr. Holcomb for a conversation and get these subpoenas out once I have a date certain.
Is this a waiver or you want it to be excluded from speedy trial calculation?
I'd like it to be excluded, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set trial for December 10th and 11th and confirmation on December 5th.
And what time on December 5th?
She's issuing the subpoena for them to appear to court. I thought she needed to talk to them beforehand.
8:30. And Ms. Reyna, have you been getting text reminders of court dates?
Yes, I have.
Okay. It's be really important for you to maintain contact with your attorney, Ms. Rowe. Sounds like there's some issues that need to be discussed.
She's in good contact with me also,
All right.
Your Honor. So.
And that's it for today, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Rowe, I believe Mr. Broussard just walked into the courtroom too.
And he's hoping to get on his way quickly if possible. It sounds like it's an emergency.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I think we can Ms. Rainey, you're free to go. It's your Alvin
She's
Broussard.
gone.
Is that who you are? Yeah, come on up to the table, please.
Thurston
Your
usually,
Honor.
usually has some funny ones.
Yes.
If the court could inquire whether Mr. Broussard has his phone on him or not.
Yeah, I think he's in kind of a hurry, is what I'm told. So,
Okay, Your Honor, we're not confirming for trial.
okay. So hang on just a minute. So do you have time to talk with her for a minute? Or I'm not sure exactly what's going on. And you don't need to tell me specifically what's going on. I'm just wondering if.
Yeah, I got a few minutes. I can talk to her. Good.
Okay.
But the school's all the way in Chief Blesside. Something happened to my son, and the school just called me, said the administration, they can't tell me what's
No
wrong.
problem.
All right.
No problem, Your Honor. I'm not going to hold Mr. Broussard. I am still working on his case. So I'm simply asking the court to reset confirmation and jury trial dates, and then I can get a hold of him next week so he can go take care.
Okay, we can we'll set trial on December 50th or December
50th,
14th and 15th. We'll do confirmation on December. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong calendar. I'm sorry, it's confusing. December 15th and 16th. Confirmation will be December 12th.
And I'll get a hold of you, Mr. Broussard.
And so you can go ahead. You're free. You'll be excluded. You're free to go.
Thank you very much.
And then you can contact her. I hope everything's okay with your child.
What dates did you say?
I think I said December 12th is confirmation. Is that right?
And the 15th and 16th for jury
15th and
trial.
16th
What time is confirmation?
at 9 a.m. Just because I arbitrarily.
Thank
you. All right, you may go. Good luck with your child there.
And that's
Drive
all I
safely.
have ready, Your Honor. at this time.
Yeah, excluded. Yeah.
I'll defer to other counsel at this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Pazderka?
I have one matter I can call, number 3 on the 9:30 calendar, Austin Chambers. He's on for confirmation today. I'll be asking to waive his appearance pursuant to court rule, and we are asking to continue this out about 60 days. I spoke with him yesterday. He had just gotten out of detox up in Seattle, and he's working on getting into an inpatient program. So we're just asking to continue this out 60 days. I have put a speedy waiver in Laserfish.
No objection.
What's the expiration date of the waiver? I might go out longer.
I believe January, I apologize. I know it's in January.
It's the 15th, I'm told by the clerk.
Yes.
And so why don't we set trial on January 12th and 13th with confirmation on January 2nd?
That would be fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
And before you do it, Ms. Rowe, are you still there?
Yes.
Do you know anything about Clarissa Gilbert at 8:30?
Yes, Your Honor. I am asking the court to waive Miss Gilbert's presence. I spoke with Miss Gilbert at length yesterday. Miss Gilbert is planning to enter a deferred prosecution, Your Honor, and she completed her evaluation already at Northwest Resources. They were.
All right, we're gonna jump on that one. We're gonna go to lunch. We're gonna go to lunch, and I'm gonna go to Lowe's. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna go on a field trip. We've got some things to buy for Halloween at Lowe's. I'll tell you, I need to find a way to get some lights mounted up high that currently have a horizontal little screw bar thing to attach to it. So maybe some lumber. I don't know. Might do some lumber. So we need some tall garden stakes so I can put my evidence tape, crime scene marker around the flower bed so nobody trips on my bricks from the flower bed. I need the Tyvek suits, the gloves, and the hat. No, the Tyvek suits, the gloves, and the face mask. I'll probably get some clear safety glasses as well. Can you go? Sure. Lowe's lets everybody in, unless you've been excluded for some reason. And I'm going to cut my grass for the last time so the leaf situation isn't that bad. Nice. Especially anyone with... No. I'm not taking a gun to Lowe's. That's for sure. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Mrs. RA is back. I'm going to talk to her. I think she has not got water, so I might have to pick up a water at Sam's Club as well, the Deer Park stuff. And I'll see if I can bring you along. You submitted your permission slip. If you haven't had your parents sign your slip, make sure you get them to do it. Turn it in now. Does Lowe's have background music? I sure hope not. This is rivaling the one where I made the shark costume. That was expensive. Field trip, are we there yet? Soon, we're almost there. Make sure you pee before we get in the car, everybody. I'm not going to stop along the way, so you're just going to have to hold it, everybody. I'm not going to stop all along the way. And if you're not good, you don't touch anything. That's the rule. Don't touch anything. You can walk. Don't hold onto the cart. Just walk so I can push the cart. Walk next to me. Don't touch anything on the shelves. Okay, all right. Tonight, when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, and make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe. We go live again on our Lowe's shopping trip, Halloween special edition field trip on this calm Friday. Grab your travel buddy. Lunch first. I'm not sure what time we're going to start. Give me some time to, put pants on and things. So I've got a few things to do. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Have a great one. We'll see you afterwards. Bye.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.
I'm trying to have court. Don't raise your voice again.
I was told council wanted to see me at sidebar.